Hello, and then we're back to the basement, but I will explain to you in a minute why we're back out of the basement. But as you can see, like Ted's on my lap. It was about a little Teddy, and he's just come to say hello to you. He's ever so loving, and as he is a really loving dog, and all he wants to do is just give you a kiss. Same as our Duke, the Rottweiler. And because all he wants to do is just give you kisses as well, because he's ever so loving. So right, I'm going to put these down, and then I'm going to put him down on the floor. Say hello, Ted. Hello. And then down the basement, and as you can see, I've taken up the plastic wooden floor, and I wasn't too happy with it. And then what I want to do is put a lolly stick wooden flooring. I know it sounds funny, but that's what people use is the lolly sticks to cut them up, and then stick them to cards, stain them and varnish them, and then we put it in. And how I come about and they're getting the card size was, and now I'll put a bit of paper in. I'll show you the paper. I put a bit of paper in both, and that is put a bit of paper in. What I've done was put a paper in, so I took it wall to wall and front to back, and make sure it was right. And then got a bit of tape, masking tape, and then taped it. Taped it down so it fits perfect. As you can see, but when the paper was a little bit too big, or it was too small, because that's why I had to stick masking tape on other bits and pieces, and they just batted against the walls, and then masking tape on it, and then cut a bit on the front, so start that down, and then cut the edge off, and then after that, what I've done was got a card, put it on top of the cards. And then cut round it, and then to give it the same size as this bit of paper to fit in the room. And I'll just put it over there now. And the card is, and that is that one there, as you see. I'll put it back on it so I know we're going to go to the back and the back of it. So I'll put that in, and then as you can see, that's perfect. That fits perfect, and plus I've done another one for the small room, and then I've done exactly the same. I put the paper in, put it wall to wall, front to back, and then took it out, got a bit of cut cards to size, and that is your cards. So like now it'll be sticking the wood down on it, and now I'm going to use lolly sticks. And they cut them down, and then stick them, glue them, and as I said, like with the stain and varnish. So I'll catch you in just a minute. Okay, I've started the wooden floor for the dining room, and out of lolly sticks. And then after that, and after this one's done, I could do one for the cloak room. And then we can get the doors and the skirting on. And I can start getting some furniture in there. So sorry about I didn't do this floor before and that, you know what I mean. And so it's the second time I've done that other floor, but you know I didn't like it, as I said before. So that's how I'm gonna do this now. So yeah, if I start, sorry about the chair again, and I must we'll get a new one. I know. And sorry about the chair. It makes too much noise. So I'll push that in line with the other ones. Get that right in tight. And then because what I usually do, and is lay these down, and then put the 1, 2, 3 blocks on, and then move them along. So do that one, And I'll do a couple of rows I'll show you, and as and I will come off and then do it off camera. Yeah, so that's what I'll do. I'll do these well either one row or the other, and then as we'll come off and do the rest off camera, and then show you once it's all done. Into there, and you just push it in nice and tight against the others, and there, and because you are going to get some little grooves in it, or to say lines down the joints and that, but it's that wooden floor, so once it's stained and varnished, it should look nice. Just then when we come to it, we'll see. So what I'll do is just get this one, or use this one up here, get it in like that. Well, I did have a pencil laying around here somewhere. We've got it here. Mark it off here in line, get me cutter and cut it, like that, and then sand it down, so that's how you get all the bits off it, and then just put a little bit of glue on it and glue it down, and then stick this bit down level with this here, and that, as you can see, it's level all the way along that edge, because this is the edge what sits out, because this is the back of it. As you can see, it's got a light back on it, and as is the front. So what I do now, and I will come off it and carry on still sticking these down, and as in once I've got them all stuck down, I will come back and show you before I start putting the stain on. So I'll just show you these couple. There's, and then this one here. No, that one. I can do. Right, so I will be back in just a minute and show you the and then we'll show you once it's all and then all done. Yeah, them two floors I took out the basement, and now I said I was going to do the wooden floors out of lorry sticks, and I've done and they're both floors, and I'll start the floors to a cards. And they do fit, but I'll show you that in a minute. This is the one that goes into the dining room, and as you can see, and that is then plus. And if you ever look at real floorboards, sorry, it's a like movement. And if you ever look at real floorboards, and that is in the either ends of the floorboard, they've got two nail marks, and that's what I'm going to do in mine. And as you can see, but I'm going to do that all over the joins, and but this is just first row, and then I'm going to varnish this one. I'll put these into the house now, and as in we'll show you what they look like are finished, and as into the house. They'll look much better, and than other plastic one where you put down on the floor. So so next time you see them, and I will show you a quick glimpse of them once they're stained and varnished. And then like and I've got to paint the doors, and fix them in the frame, and then put a skirting around, and that'll be the three floors done. See, because now I can have the doors opening this way like that, and that's the way I want them. You know what I mean? And that is instead of just going the opposite way. So this door here as well will open, and it might need a bit of sanding down, and I will sand that down before I paint it. But that's the way I'm going to have the doors opening. So see you back in a minute. Okay, I've done all the nail holes, and as you can see, I hope you can see it. As in every one, in every join. So I've done that on the dining room, and I've done that in the cloakroom as well. And that one's for the cloakroom, as you can see. And then I've done all the nails and that for floorboards. These are going to be varnished floorboards and all that, because that's what he wants. Yeah, I have got the mahogany the varnish. Sorry, stain and varnish, and that one I'm going to be using on this one here. That is that one there, and mahogany, stain and varnish, and that's going to be on the dining room. And then plus I'm going to use the walnut one now in the cloakroom. Where I said that's the colour is going to be, and then if that's too light or anything, and I said, well, no, I'll darken it as it goes through, but I think that will look that nice. So you imagine that side to sides, you've got that one there and that one there, so that should look, and they're pretty good. And now I've sanded it down with a 180 with sandpaper, and then I've sanded it down, and then done it when that slight sanding, it's nice and smooth now. I have and I did brush it down with a brush after that, and I did hoover all the bits off. So that should be all right for ready for staining and varnish now. So and then that's what I'm going to do. About that hole in the small room, and I said it was going to be for a spiral staircase. Why I moved the hole into the next room, into the dining room, because putting a spiral staircase in that little room, and there had to be a bigger hole. So I would be losing a lot of floor space on the floor above. So the owner of the house and they wanted the staircase put in the dining room. So that is why I moved that hole along on the ceiling. So right now for stain and varnish. Right, I'm using a big brush to put this mahogany on, as you can see, and that because and I was using a little brush. So yeah, that one there, but it was taking too long. I didn't want to let it dry, so I get lines in it. So that's what I've done. Is gone over to this big brush, and it is much more better. And I should be able to get that and on pretty quick. and then plus I will use the same brush for the walnut. The colour coating out, I think it's come up pretty well, hopefully. And get the joins as well, and then just run it top to bottom. Remember, around the edges, and except for on the front, I've got the skirting to go around. So if there is any little bits missing on the on the edge, I should be able to get rid of it. But I'm going to give it a second coat now. So what I'm going to do is go away and finish this off, and then do the walnuts on the other one, and then I'll be back to show you. Right, I've finished the two floors. This one is mahogany, and this one is walnut. It's stain and varnish, and then both of them. So I will show you how the end results come out on both of them. And that is the mahogany one, and that is stain and varnish. Just had about three coats, so that's turned out alright. The nail bits on it, and as you can see, it's come out well, and I think they stand out well. So all it needs to do is to glue them down now. That's the dining room one, and this is the cloakroom, and that's walnut, and as you can see, that's come out alright as well. It's come out pretty well, so and they're pretty pleased. And then about this top, and because you won't see that top because the skirting's going to come along there and hide that. And that's in down the corners, so sorry, down the sides, not corners. They're along the back and down the sides. So yeah, so all it needs is just gluing down and as in doing the doors, as in doing the skirting. So and then I will and as end this video here. So and if you do like it, if you could subscribe and push that like button, and if you need to get in contact with us, if you can get in contact with us on southsideminiatures@gmail.com, and as if you've got any comments or anything, just let us know. Right, see, and speak to you in the next one.